Every atom in the universe might be connected by a single, hidden code, a cosmic blueprint that underpins all of existence. Imagine if life itself is more than just a chance occurrence, but a universal language woven into the very fabric of matter. What if the laws of nature and the building blocks of reality are expressions of a grand genetic code stretching across galaxies? Buckle up, because what we're about to explore could redefine how you see everything around you, revealing a universe where life and matter are echoes of one unifying cosmic DNA. The concept of the cosmic gene. The idea of a cosmic gene hinges on the notion that life might not be exclusive to Earth or even biological in the strict sense, but rather a universal code embedded within the fabric of matter itself. Some theorists suggest that this code acts as a blueprint that governs the emergence and development of life throughout the universe. This concept draws inspiration from the fact that genetic material, such as DNA, shares remarkable similarities across vastly different life forms, hinting at a common origin. Extending this idea, the cosmic gene proposes that a fundamental, perhaps non-organic, pattern exists that guides the structure and behavior of matter, programming complexity and order on a universal scale. Proponents of this hypothesis point to the recurring patterns found in nature, fractals, symmetries, and mathematical constants, that hint at underlying codes transcending specific life forms. For example, the Fibonacci sequence appears repeatedly in biological settings, from sunflower seeds to whale fins, which suggests that similar mathematical principles might be woven into the very structure of the cosmos. These patterns could be viewed as manifestations of a deeper, overarching code, perhaps a set of instructions written into the universe at its inception, waiting to be decoded. Some even argue that quantum phenomena, such as entanglement and superposition, could be evidence of a fundamental code that links particles and, potentially, all matter across vast distances. Examining this from a physical standpoint, the cosmic gene theory often intersects with ideas from information theory and quantum physics, suggesting that the universe is essentially a vast information processing system. In such an interpretation, every particle, atom, and galaxy encodes parts of a grander script. This aligns with the analogy of genetic information, where a sequence of nucleotides encodes biological functions, applying similar principles to cosmic structures. For instance, the way galaxies form, cluster, and evolve could, in theory, follow a set of rules encoded in the initial conditions of the universe, acting as a kind of universal DNA. Examples from modern science lend some support to this line of thinking. The discovery that the fundamental constants of nature, such as the speed of light or gravitational constant, sit within narrow ranges compatible with life is often cited as evidence that some sort of coding influences the universe's structure. If these constants were slightly different, the universe might not support complex matter or life at all. It hints that underlying principles might be at play, ensuring the universe follows a certain script or set of rules, the very essence of a cosmic gene. While definitive proof remains elusive, this line of thought continues to inspire efforts to understand whether life, in its myriad forms, is a natural outcome of an encoded universe rather than a random accident. Origins and theoretical foundations. The idea that life might be fundamentally rooted in a universal code of matter invites intriguing scientific and philosophical considerations. At its core, this concept suggests that the fabric of reality isn't just a random assembly of particles, but is governed by underlying informational structures, patterns, codes, or algorithms embedded within the fundamental particles and forces. Quantum physics has opened the door to this perspective by revealing that particles behave in ways that imply a coded or informational nature at microscopic scales. For example, the wave function in quantum mechanics encodes the probabilities of particle states, hinting that information is a key component of physical reality. These insights make it conceivable that biological processes and life's complex structures could emerge from a universal code woven into the very fabric of the cosmos. Theoretical frameworks like the holographic principle lend weight to the notion that information is fundamental to the universe. This principle proposes that the entire universe can be described as a two-dimensional information structure encoded on a boundary surface, which manifests in our observable three-dimensional universe. If reality itself is encoded in such a manner, then the emergence of life, its molecular complexity, genetic instructions, and even consciousness could be views into how the universe's primordial informational code manifests into patterns of matter and energy. Think of DNA, which encodes biological instructions through a 4-base sequence. It's a tiny-scale example of how information structures underlie the organization of matter. Extending this idea, some theorists speculate that the cosmic gene is not just DNA in space, but a universal coding mechanism permeating the universe itself. Further, the notion of a universal code of matter finds fascinating parallels within the realm of synthetic biology and digital physics. Scientists have successfully digitized biological data, compressing and transferring genetic sequences across vast distances, hinting at an underlying digital or informational nature of life. If biological codes are reflections of a more profound, cosmic code, then the ability to manipulate and understand this primordial information might unlock ways to engineer life anew or comprehend the universe's origin story more deeply. These ideas bring us closer to imagining a universe where matter is not merely inert stuff, but a language, a coded message passed through cosmic evolution, waiting to be deciphered through advanced physics, mathematics, and bioinformatics. The pursuit of understanding such a cosmic code also intersects with string theory and the search for a unified theory of everything. String theory posits that all fundamental particles are vibrating strings, with the vibrational patterns determining their properties. These vibrations can be thought of as information carriers that encode physical laws. If the universe operates like a giant informational system where particles are simply patterns of vibrations, then deciphering this pattern could be akin to revealing the universe's genetic blueprint. This ongoing quest hints that life, matter, and the universe itself might be expressions of a fundamental code, a code that predates and underpins all physical existence, offering us a tantalizing hint that everything from the smallest particle to the largest galaxy might be written in the language of the cosmos itself. Evidence and scientific perspectives. Modern molecular biology has uncovered astonishing insights into the universality of genetic codes, with DNA and RNA serving as the fundamental languages of life. All known living organisms, from bacteria and deep-sea vents to complex mammals, use similar nucleotide sequences to encode their biological instructions. This common genetic lexicon suggests a shared origin or, at the very least, a universal framework upon which life's diversity is built. The consistency of the genetic code across such vast evolutionary distances raises intriguing questions. Could there be an underlying principle that connects life's molecular mechanisms to the fabric of the cosmos itself? Some researchers propose that the genetic code might be an expression of the universe's intrinsic structure, a kind of cosmic language etched into matter itself. Scientific studies have shown remarkable similarities between the biochemical foundations of life and certain mathematical patterns observed in the universe. For example, the ratio of hydrogen to other elements in stars and planetary systems echoes the elemental composition of organic molecules. This correspondence hints at a deeper link, the notion that life's molecular alphabet is not accidental, but rather reflects the fundamental constants of the universe. The discovery of extremophiles, organisms thriving in conditions previously thought uninhabitable, further supports the idea that life could adapt to diverse cosmic environments, implying that the code of life might be universal, capable of manifesting wherever the conditions are right. From the perspective of astrobiology, evidence of the universality of genetic codes finds support in the discovery of organic molecules on comets and in interstellar space. The detection of amino acids, the building blocks of proteins, in meteorites and cosmic dust suggests that the fundamental components of life are widespread across the cosmos. If life's molecules can form in space independently of planetary environments, it reinforces the hypothesis that life, or at least its critical ingredients, might be a cosmic norm rather than an earthly anomaly. This, in turn, hints at a universal code, embedded in the matter of the universe, awaiting specific conditions for activation or assembly into biological systems. Interest also revolves around the notion that genetic coding could reflect an inherent mathematical pattern woven into the fabric of the universe. Some physicists and biologists interpret the arrangements of nucleotide bases, amino acids, and even the organization of biological systems as echoing principles of symmetry and fractal geometry fundamental to physical reality. This line of thought proposes that what we consider biological coding is an expression of deeper cosmic codes, patterns inherent to the structure of space-time itself, that manifest as the language of life wherever matter exists. The ongoing search for this universal code continues to challenge conventional notions of biology and physics, suggesting that understanding life's molecular basis could unlock secrets to the universe's very architecture. Implications for understanding life and matter. The idea that life might be governed by a universal code embedded within the fabric of matter challenges traditional notions of biological randomness and complexity. If the universe itself contains a fundamental genetic-like language, sometimes referred to as the cosmic gene, then the emergence of life across different planetary systems could be viewed as a natural consequence of this underlying code rather than a series of improbable accidents. This perspective invites scientists to reevaluate how biological processes are governed at their most elemental levels, examining whether genetic patterns evident in terrestrial life mirror deeper cosmic principles. For example, the universality of DNA structure on Earth hints at a confluence of biochemical constraints that might be rooted in fundamental laws of matter, suggesting that life elsewhere could utilize similar coding mechanisms driven by the same universal principles. From a broader perspective, the cosmic gene concept has profound implications for understanding matter itself. If life, in its essence, is encoded within the very structure of atoms and molecules, it implies that matter isn't simply passive or inert, but possesses an intrinsic informational dimension. Atomic and subatomic particles might carry latent instructions, blueprints that can manifest as organic complexity under suitable conditions. This conceptualization aligns with approaches in quantum biology and other emerging fields that explore how quantum states influence biological phenomena. Once we entertain that matter could inherently contain coding capabilities, akin to a universal language, it becomes possible to think of the universe as more than just a large collection of particles, but as an interconnected system of informational patterns, where the emergence of life is a natural expression of this embedded code. Furthermore, the potential universality of a life code hints at a form of cosmic interconnectedness. If the same fundamental patterns or code sequences underpin matter universally, then life forms on distant planets might share molecular or genetic similarities, despite vast environmental differences. For instance, the discovery of amino acids in meteorites supports the idea that organic building blocks are widespread throughout the cosmos. If these building blocks are encoded with universal patterns or instructions, it raises the possibility that our molecular language is part of a wider, cosmic syntax shared by life in many corners of the universe. The realization that the universe's matter might obey a common code expands not only scientific horizons, but also philosophical questions about a unified cosmic story woven through the very fabric of existence. In essence, contemplating the cosmic gene reshapes our understanding of life's origin, development, and place within the universe. It suggests that biological complexity is less an extraordinary accident and more a natural seepage from the inherent properties of matter itself. This could mean that the emergence of consciousness, DNA, and terrestrial life forms are just manifestations of a deeper, ongoing matter-laden code expressed through different layers of physical reality. Recognizing this might even guide future explorations, encouraging us to look for patterns or signatures of this universal code not only in the molecular biology of extraterrestrial samples, but also directly within the fundamental structure of matter itself. Future directions and philosophical considerations. The notion that life could be rooted in a universal genetic code embedded within the fabric of the cosmos invites a profound reimagining of our understanding of existence. In practical terms, exploring this idea opens avenues for interdisciplinary research spanning quantum physics, molecular biology, and cosmology. scientists are increasingly scrutinizing whether fundamental particles and forces might encode information that manifests as life under the right conditions. Experiments with quantum entanglement and information theory suggest the universe could operate like a colossal computational system, with what we perceive as biological processes merely a natural outcome of cosmic code interactions. This view aligns with the possibility that the universe's matter and energy could be innately structured to facilitate the emergence of life, hinting at a form of universal scripting written into reality itself. Looking ahead, one direction involves leveraging advances in synthetic biology and quantum computing to decode this cosmic genetic language. If life is, in fact, an expression of an underlying code, then understanding its patterns could allow us to manipulate or even craft new forms of life by tapping into these universal templates. For instance, scientists are already experimenting with programmable biological systems, with the hope of creating synthetic organisms that could survive in extreme environments or perform specific tasks. Extending this to the universe at large suggests a future where we might uncover the basic syntax of cosmic codes, perhaps through the analysis of cosmic radiation, gravitational waves, or other phenomena that carry encoded information, and use this knowledge to influence or communicate with the universe in unprecedented ways. Philosophically, contemplating that life is encoded in cosmic matter shifts questions from "why do we exist?" toward "how did this code come to be embedded in the universe? And what does that imply about the nature of reality?" It blurs the line between observer and observed, suggesting that consciousness itself could be an intrinsic expression of this universal code. This brings to light debates about whether life and consciousness are mere emergent phenomena or fundamental building blocks of the universe, perhaps even aspects of the code itself. Such considerations challenge materialist perspectives and encourage exploration into panpsychism or other holistic philosophies that see consciousness as woven into the very fabric of matter. The implications extend into the realm of ethics and existential philosophy. If the universe is indeed a vast, intelligent script, our place within it might be seen as an active participant rather than a passive bystander. Understanding or discovering this cosmic code could redefine humanity's purpose, prompting a collective shift toward more integrated and purposeful interaction with the cosmos. It invites us to consider whether we might someday be able to unlock the code's secrets, leading not only to scientific breakthroughs, but also to a deeper sense of connection with the universe, as if deciphering a divine or universal language written into the very atoms around us. These future explorations will inevitably challenge philosophical paradigms and perhaps open new vistas on what it means to be alive in a universe that might itself be alive through its intrinsic code. As we wrap up this exploration into the cosmic gene and the possibility that life is encoded within the universal fabric of matter, it's fascinating to consider how this idea challenges our understanding of existence itself. We've seen how the notion of a shared genetic blueprint across the universe opens doors to questions about origins, interconnectedness, and the hidden language written into the fabric of reality. Whether or not this theory holds true, it sparks a sense of wonder and curiosity that pushes us to look deeper into the mysteries around us. If this topic has piqued your interest, first encourage you to stay curious and keep questioning what we take for granted. There's so much more to uncover. Upcoming content will delve into the scientific theories, philosophical implications, and the cutting-edge research shaping this frontier. Together, let's continue to explore these cosmic mysteries and see where the conversation leads. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Your curiosity drives these discussions forward. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for what's next, because the universe's secrets are waiting to be uncovered, and First wouldn't want you to miss it. Until then, keep pondering the vastness around us. After all, the universe might just be telling us its story through the code we're all a part of.